Ahoy, mateys!
Arrgh.
Arrgh. Welcome to this Beer Guys TV and BrewCast. I'm Greg and this is Shane, and we're going to sail right into this right after this.
If you're looking for serious, in-depth beer information, well, you're listening to the wrong show. But if you want fun and entertaining beer information, you've come to the right place. It's another Beer Guys TV podcast.
Well, welcome to this BrewCast, and as I mentioned, we're sailing into it because, well, I was recently on a cruise.
Ocean, you smart.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you salty dog, you. That's all I got. No.
Were you weighted on a mermaid hand and foot?
Well, I wouldn't call Dan a mermaid.
Well, Dan went with, eh?
Yeah. One of our super fans.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Dan. Of course, you've seen him in
Dan's
some
a good
episodes.
guy.
Yeah, a couple of years, over the years, he's popped in a couple of times on some of the brewcasts. And anyway, Dan's got a chance to go on a Caribbean cruise, and he went with me because Carol was, she just had other things going on. So I figured, hey, how about you, Dan? You want to go on a cruise? He goes, sea. So, well, we were on the sea. Oh, okay, never mind.
Did you guys have a whale of a time?
We did.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Are we going to watch this?
Yeah, well, let me tell you real quick. The ship that we were on.
It didn't sink, did it?
It did not,
Oh.
thank goodness. Although Dan was up front doing this thing, No. Can you see that?
I can actually see that. My mind's out.
It was the Carnival Celebration, which is the largest and newest ship in their fleet.
Oh, wow.
And they've got a brewery on board.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got a chance to talk with the Brewmaster and talk about the beers, and it's no joke. There's some seriously good beers on board there. So, but you'll
No, you have to go on a cruise to get those beers.
You'll learn more if you watch the rest of the video.
Okay.
Let's go to the ship video, and here you just check it out. We'll just fill this glass up maybe. And
Sounds good.
where's mine? On board.
On board.
Oh, okay, figures. All right. We'll be back in a bit. Well, hey again, everybody. We are now in the depths of the brewery on board. We're with Brewin Rob, and he might look familiar to some of you because he was on one of our brewcasts a few years ago aboard
2018 or something like that.
Yeah, aboard what ship?
Horizon.
The Carnival Horizon. But of course, now we are on the Celebration, the newest and largest ship in the fleet, right?
That's correct.
As of this recording, anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, awesome, and you even brought beer. I mean,
Yeah, man, of course. I'll never leave you hanging. Cheers.
well,
Cheers, buddy.
he's okay. I mean, yeah, well, it's coincidental that we hooked back up with Brewin Rob here at the brewery because at last check you were on the Horizon. Is this like a promotion or just an opportunity?
Well, no, since then, obviously, as you and all of your viewers probably know, we had a global pandemic.
Yes.
So since then, I got off the Horizon, then we restarted the fleet after an 18-month pause. I was then on Vista, Horizon, Mardi Gras again, and then now I'm on Celebration. Just the rotation of our schedules.
All right, so I suppose, that COVID thing really.
And of course, we had to restart the fleet from this unprecedented pause in the industry.
That had to be. I mean, everybody has a story probably, no matter what industry you're in. But I'm sure these island ports suffered.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not qualified to speak on that, but
you would think no people.
But for sure, most of their economy is probably based on the tourism.
Sure, come in on all the cruise lines that popping in there, and I'm sure it was pretty light.
So I'm sure they're glad to have us back.
No doubt.
And we're surely glad to have you back.
Well, we're happy to be here, and it was a pleasant surprise. Though I come around the other day, I was just looking around, and there's Rob doing a little beer tasting on the Lanai deck out there. But anyway, we are aboard this huge ship, and is this the biggest ship in the sea, or is this the biggest one in Carnival?
It's the biggest one in Carnival, and as far as I know, it's roughly equivalent to the same size as the Oasis class for Royal. I'm not quite sure about that. I think we have slightly larger capacity,
sure,
as far as guests are concerned, but I think gross tonnage-wise, we're roughly about the same.
Okay, yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
Well, we were parked next to them in one of the ports, and it looked very similar.
Yeah, and as far as our brewery is concerned here, just so for your information, this is actually double the capacity of what Horizon is.
That was one of my questions I was going to ask you. Volume-wise, is this the same, or have you upgraded?
Yeah, we've upgraded, and we changed a few slight things. I don't know if you remember, but on Horizon there's serving tanks. Fermenting vessels.
How did you say that?
These are all uni tanks, we call them. So we're serving out of the same vessel that we're fermenting. And they just basically did that for a storage capacity type deal.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Utilize that space.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did that change what you brew at all?
No, we're still doing just like on Horizon because we're associated with Guys Picking Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. We still have the same 4 mainstay beers, those being Toasted Amber Ale.
Yep, had that the other night.
Beach Lager.
Yeah, which I guess that's what the beach, this Beach Lager.
That's what we're drinking right now.
I'll ask more questions about this later.
West Coast IPA and then Smoked Porter.
You got smoked porter.
Now, if you remember, the Smoked Porter is our award-winning beer on the show. 2019, it took the award for the U.S. Open Beer Championship.
And again, like we've mentioned last time, these beers are no joke. This isn't a gimmicky. This isn't I'll throw a brewery on there. This is some serious brewing. I mean, this isn't just goofing around.
No. We're trying to make as good of quality, if not better, than what you can get anywhere else.
See, all the better reason to be on board a Carnival cruise ship, especially the celebration with Brewin Rob here. And hey, if anybody wants to check out Brewin Rob, I know you've been in our video, you've been on lots of videos. It's, if I remember right, it's an Instagram account.
Yes, an Instagram account. Don't do Facebook, but Instagram at Brewin Rob, BREWINROB.
Yeah, no G.
No G.
Brewin Rob.
Brewin Rob.
Yeah, at Brewin Rob. Check it out.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of fun videos on there. Been on there before. Like, wow, this guy's a lot of stuff from the islands and a lot of fun, neat stuff there. So life is still good aboard the ship?
Life is great, man. Life is dandy. We're doing it, buddy. I get paid to make beer on a cruise ship. It can't get much better.
Hey, Dan, wouldn't you like to swap out here? Maybe he's hiring. He's just nodding his head. He's afraid to talk. Yeah, we got Superfan Dan on board here doing some filming for us. Thanks, Dan.
Appreciate it, Dan.
And it was his birthday yesterday, too.
Happy birthday, Dan. Thanks.
But what else? I had to bring notes because I'm getting old. So well, this is beside the point, but the ship's been a little motion going on.
Yeah, a little motion in the ocean today.
Does that affect your brewing at all? Does that?
Honestly, truly, it affects the brewing process. Brewing, 0.
Oh, okay.
The fermentation process, it actually positively affects it.
Really?
Usually in labs, we do what's called forced attenuation, where we agitate the beer in the beaker on yeast, and it keeps the yeast in suspension, so therefore it ferments faster. The motion of the ocean kind of gives us that same effect.
Natural, helping you out there.
Yeah, it's helping us out.
It seems like your beers have been quite popular. We were in the elevator and somebody noticed my shirt and I had the camera with me. Well, what are you doing? I'm going to interview the Brewmaster. Oh yeah, man, their beers are awesome. I said, I'll pass that along. They keep running out. I said, what? Must be because it's good.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, I said, I'll pass that along and Rob will get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
How long have you personally been brewing, not just on the ships, but just?
We're approaching the 10-year mark.
Yeah.
Which is, man, I'm like you said, I'm getting to feeling old. It's like, my gosh, I've been doing this almost 10 years now. I think we're actually around 8.
Really? Yeah.
But since I started with Brew Hub in Lakeland, Florida, that's a contract brewery. I started with them about 8 years ago. Then I went to Yingling for just a bit, and back to Brew Hub. I've been with Horizon or with Carnival since just before the pandemic.
Okay, yeah. So plans just to keep on
keeping on, man.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and as they continue to grow, sounds like we got another new ship coming out next fall, Jubilee.
Yep, Jubilee is in construction currently. In the very early stages. And it will also have a brewery.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, I don't know yet if that brewery is going to be associated with the Guys Picking Anchor or Thirsty Frog Pub or what, but I do know it will have a brewery on board.
Okay, yeah, it seems like that's a good trend. Seems popular. Yeah, don't give that up.
Yeah, no.
Let me see. I had to write notes, like I mentioned, and I asked you how you ended up in this ship, but how much staff for you? I mean, no, it's not just you, obviously. You got a couple helpers, right?
Well, actually, so when we spoke last, originally it was only just one brewmaster per shift, and that was the only guy that did anything with any of the beers.
Oh, okay.
So when I spoke with you last, I was the only guy.
You were it.
Now they've given us a brewery assistant. So Domagor, who you met just a few minutes ago, he's our brewery assistant.
Okay.
And, he helps me with the tours, milling, keeping up with the cellar work and all that kind of jazz.
Well, that's kind of neat too, that you do the tours. It gives people a chance. A lot of people get on board a ship, they know nothing about craft beers really, and they get a chance to see the insides. And I know you would do a great job explaining it. Because people, I can see people going, "Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it was just some beer and away you go."
Yeah, a lot of people always think that brewers are just guys that drink beer and hang out, and we do that. But there's a lot of chemistry, biology, all that kind of stuff involved. You kind of have to be a jack of all trades.
Well,
just mentioning this, I'm sure all you guys can hear that clicking noise. That's a beer CO2 pump that's pumping beer directly from these tanks out to the taps.
Okay, that means somebody's getting the brew.
Somebody's getting a beer right now.
All right, so it's not just somebody hammering on something in the background. Well, very good. Now, a ship this size, now it's a little bit off beer topic, but how much staff on board this ship?
Well, we're running I think it's 15 to 1800 somewhere in there.
Wow.
I'm not really sure. I don't know the exact number.
Sure, no, I just
somewhere between 15 and 1800 staff or crew members in general.
Right. Yeah.
Including the officers, the staff, and the crew.
That's a bunch of folks.
That's quite a few. I mean, if you think about it this way, there's about a 6,500 guest count, and let's round up to 2,000 crew count.
Okay.
So there's 8,500 people on the ship. It's a small city.
It's bigger than the town I live in. Oh, well, hey, the studio in Glencoe, Minnesota would fit in here and then a whole lot more.
But then also keep in mind, not only we have our brewery and water treatment facility, we have a roller coaster, we have all the, this quite literally is a floating city.
Giant, I think somebody said this is the biggest screen TV of any ship that, I mean, there's plenty to do. Or you could just hang out and just watch the water go by and enjoy a beach lager.
Oftentimes I'll tell guests that if you try to see everything that's on the Mardi Gras in the 7 days that you're here, there's too much to see. So pick the couple of things that you really want to see and really experience those areas, and then maybe next time experience the other things. Because if you try to do it all, you're not going to get the full experience.
Well, that's we find. We got okay. Well, that's cool. Let's go do something else, and okay, we got to go back to that.
Right.
Roughly, each cruise, it goes out every 7 days, right? I mean, you're going to go back on board on Sunday, and then you'll transfer everything over, and back out you go.
That's correct.
How many gallons of beer do you go through per cruise, in general?
I mean, so this is a German system, so it's all metric. So it's 800 liter system.
Okay.
Or 750 liter system. So roughly, let's say like 400 gallons-ish. But these are double capacity fermenters, so we're running about 800 gallons-ish per fermenter. There's 10 fermenters. You can do the math on that. And that lasts us about a month per brand.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Now, I remember last time you were telling me about your supplies, but you can pick up some supplies in some of the ports, or do you get everything out of Miami?
Everything's Miami.
Okay, so if they didn't load it, you ain't getting it.
That's correct.
Okay. So
Yeah.
That ever happen?
Well, sometimes it happens mostly with our cleaning chemicals.
Oh, okay.
There'll be a shortage of this or that or whatever. Generally speaking, we're not having grain shortages or hop shortages.
Okay.
At least that we've experienced.
So far.
Every now and again, you'll have a trouble getting a particular yeast strain in, but it's usually the cleaning chemicals.
Okay.
Which that's passable because these fermenters are full,
right?
And I don't need to clean them every day because they're full.
Might be able to buy that. Hopefully it works out the next time around. Any special beers down the road that you want to plan to brew or like to brew?
So one of the great things about working for Carnival is that the four mainstay beers that I mentioned, the Beach Lager, the Toasted Amber Ale, the West Coast IPA, and the Smoked Porter, those are always here and always available.
Okay.
But then they give us complete creative liberty over the seasonal taps.
Oh.
So anything that I want to brew, I just brew.
It's Brewin Rob's special brew.
Yeah, so currently we have a hazy IPA on. There's a Belgian strong ale We have a little bit of the Carnival birthday celebration beer that we did for the 50th anniversary.
Nice.
So there's always some seasonals available, and just for your guys' knowledge, these are kind of tribal knowledge beers. We don't put them on the menu because if I advertise them and I run out, then people get mad at me. So you don't really advertise them. So if you come on one of the Carnival cruise ships, make sure you ask for the seasonal.
Okay, so then they would that's what they would say, just, hey, what do you got for seasonals?
Exactly.
And then they would do that here in the Pig and Anchor or like Frog, the Red Frog and stuff too? Do they have
Mainly the seasonals are only going to be available here.
Gotcha.
Now we do have some specific beers for this ship. So we did our first collaboration ever with Miami Brewing Company for this particular ship for the 820 bar. We did a mojito inspired sour ale. And also on this ship and on Mardi Gras there's a pineapple coconut wheat beer called the Tiki Frog Ale.
Tiki Frog. That just sounds fun.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
Yeah, it sounds refreshing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, a funny story about that. My boss at the time asked me to make a beer that tastes like sunscreen smells.
On the surface doesn't sound. That sounds like what? I don't know.
Think banana boat.
Banana.
There you go.
Boat. That's another story.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into that some other time. Well, cool. Looks like things are going well for you.
Things are great, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you're still around, kicking, doing the thing,
Yeah,
man.
we're still got the beer going on. And,
Beer Guys TV.
Yeah, Dan has been around following Beer Guys for over 10 years. He's been on some of the videos, and it's been a lot of fun. And well, I know when I told the other, we're actually with the online sellers group. There's over 100 and some people in the group, and I said, well, I got to break away. I'm going to go. You're doing what? Can we come with?
Yeah.
No.
Exclusive rights.
That's right. So, well, thanks for taking time out of your schedule and hanging out with us and telling us a little bit more about the huge ship, the celebration, the newest and largest ship in the Carnival fleet, and with a full and larger brewery as well. So if you're on board, you're taking a nice vacation, make sure you get on this ship, come by and say hey to Rob and tell him BeerGuysTV sent you. So I guess that's going to wrap it up for this edition of BeerGuysTV from the high seas. For Superfan Dan, I'm Greg, and this is Rob, and until next time, beers to you. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's cool. Yeah.
Hey, and welcome back. And as you can see. Hey, we.
I see.
Yeah, you. We had a great time, and the beers are no joke on there. I mean, they don't just go, okay, we're on board a Carnival Cruise Line, so we'll make some beer. No, this guy's it's serious business.
It looked like they really knew what they're doing.
They do, and actually some of their beers are award winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you probably saw it in the video there, but in the ship, that thing is huge. It holds 5,200 guests on board.
Wow.
Yeah. To talk about,
That's a lot of glasses of beer.
It is a lot of beer, and it's a lot of crazy people, and a lot of people that shouldn't be in bathing suits,
Including you.
Well, hey, Dan and I both wore shorts. That was bad enough. We scared a few people, but it was all good. But yeah, Dan and I, we had a great time. Some of the ports, we got a chance to see some neat stuff, and we tried some beers on there in Puerto Rico and the Dominican. We had that Dragon Stout from Red Stripe. Ooh-wee, that was a good one. Anyway, but
I'm glad to see there's no life preservers involved.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, we didn't need any kelp at all. Yeah.
Lobster is a good one.
Yeah, but we're starting to get crabby.
Yeah.
That's
Holy mackerel! This is going deep sea right now.
Yeah, well, but hey, we just did it for the halibut. Yeah. It was all. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, but it was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of people come by and look at, what are you guys doing at Beer Guys TV? So we maybe have some new people. Hey, if I saw you on the ship, howdy. Hey, thanks for tuning in. So, but anyway, if you ever get a chance to go on there and check it out, tell them the guys from Beer Guys TV sent you.
That's right.
It was a lot of fun. So,
good.
And of course we did this a couple of years ago on a different ship, and it was Brewin Rob as a brewmaster. He too was very serious about his brewing. So, glad to see that they're keeping up the good work.
Well, good.
It was a lot of fun, and thanks for watching. And I guess that's going to wrap it up for this Beer Guys TV BrewCast from the sea. And for Captain Shane, I'm Gilligan. I guess.
He is what he is. I am what I am.
I am what I am. All right. Until next time, Beer Studio, baby.
Beer Guys TV reminds you to drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and always use a DD. Be sure to expand your beer list by trying something different. Remember to check out BeerGuysTV.com and find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening to this Beer Guys TV podcast. Sponsor messages you hear on our podcast are paid endorsements unless otherwise stated. These messages help us bring Beer Guys TV to you. We encourage you to support our sponsors so that we may continue to provide quality entertainment and information. Our reviews are honest opinions. Your opinion and taste may vary. We encourage you to try beers and products for yourself and form your own opinions. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what beer you like and send us your suggestions for us to review. You can contact us at beerguystv@gmail.com.
Well, ahoy, friends! It's Greg from Beer Guys TV, and we're on board we're on board a ship. Cut.